The Bermuda Triangle just swallowed another secret no one can explain. Something was just pulled from 600 feet below the Bermuda Triangle, and the scientist who found it refuses to say what it is. Over 50 ships, 20 aircraft, more than 1,000 people, gone. No bodies, no wreckage, no explanation. Every expert said they had the answer. Every single one of them was wrong. Because the Bermuda Triangle just gave up a secret, and nobody on Earth can explain what it means. Stay with me, this one is different. Let me tell you what just came to light. A mineral prospector named Nick Hutchings, a man who has spent decades studying volcanic rock, went public with something that stunned geologists around the world. He claims the Bermuda Triangle sits directly on top of a buried field of magnetized volcanic metal, deep beneath the ocean floor. And this metal, this specific type of ore, can silently, invisibly, completely destroy the navigation systems of any ship or aircraft that passes over it. No warning, no alarm. The instruments just start lying to you. The compass drifts a few degrees, the radio starts cutting out, and by the time the captain realizes something is wrong, he has been sailing the wrong direction for hours, in open ocean, at night, with no landmarks and no way back. Now, this isn't just a theory sitting in a lab somewhere. The evidence has been right in front of us for over 100 years. We just refuse to connect the dots. March 4th, 1918, the USS Cyclops, a 542-foot US Navy fuel ship, left Barbados carrying 10,800 tons of manganese ore and 39 men aboard. It was one of the largest ships the Navy had at the time. The weather was good, the captain was experienced. There were no distress calls, no mayday transmissions, no emergency signals of any kind. It simply disappeared. The Navy launched one of the largest search operations in American history. They found nothing, not a life jacket, not a piece of debris, not a single body, 309 people, completely gone. Then 1925, the SS Cotopaxi, cargo ship, 32 crew members, vanished between Charleston and Havana, same stretch of water, same silence. And then, the one that broke the world open, December the 5th, 1945. Flight 19, 5 Navy bombers on a routine training mission out of Fort Lauderdale. Experienced pilots, perfect flying conditions, and then static, a garbled transmission, then nothing. They sent a rescue plane to find them. That rescue plane disappeared too. 6 aircraft, 27 men, not a single confirmed piece of wreckage ever recovered. So ask yourself, what kind of force causes 50 ships and 20 aircraft to vanish without leaving a single body behind? What does that to a 542-foot steel ship? What swallows it so completely that modern sonar, technology that can map the ocean floor in extraordinary detail, still cannot find it? Here is what nobody is telling you. When a ship crosses over a powerful magnetic anomaly, 3 things happen in sequence. First, the compass starts drifting. Not dramatically, just a few degrees, enough that the captain doesn't notice immediately. Second, radio signals begin to distort. Transmissions get garbled. Messages sent don't arrive. Messages received don't make sense. Third, and this is the part that should frighten you, by the time the crew realizes something is wrong, they have been sailing the wrong direction for hours. In open ocean, with no visual reference, with no idea how far off course they already are. Now imagine you are on the USS Cyclops. You are carrying over 10,000 tons of manganese ore. Manganese itself is a magnetic material, directly above one of the most powerful natural magnets buried in the ocean floor. Your instruments do not just drift, they go completely haywire. The compass spins, the radio dies, and you are sailing blind in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean with 308 other men who are all looking at you for answers you do not have. Nick Hutchings analyzed rock samples from Bermuda and found that the island sits on a foundation of volcanic basalt laced with magnetite, one of the most magnetic minerals that exists on Earth, and the ocean floor stretching around it carries the same composition for miles. This is not a ghost story. This is geology. This is physics. The Bermuda Triangle is not supernatural. It is a trap, one the Earth built millions of years ago, and we have been sailing into it without understanding it. But here is the problem. The magnetic theory explains why they got lost. It does not explain where they went. Scientists and investigators have thrown every explanation they have at this mystery over the decades. Methane gas eruptions from the ocean floor, the theory that giant bubbles can reduce water density and sink ships instantly. Possible, but it does not explain the aircraft, rogue waves, walls of water over 100 feet tall that form without warning. Real, documented. But ships disappear in clear weather with no waves reported. Human error, the most popular dismissal. The pilots got confused, the captains made mistakes, but 50 ships, 20 aircraft, all experienced crews, all making the same fatal mistake in the same patch of ocean over more than a century. And here is the fact that the dismissers never address. Lloyd's of London, the most data-driven, risk-obsessed insurance institution in the financial world, does not charge higher premiums for ships crossing the Bermuda Triangle. People use that to say the triangle is not dangerous, but read it differently. Lloyd's has so little usable data on why things disappear there that they cannot even calculate the risk. That is not reassurance. That is a gap in human knowledge so large that even the world's best actuaries cannot fill it. And then, earlier this year, researchers analyzing deep-sea geological surveys of the North Atlantic found something that was not supposed to be there. A structure on the ocean floor unlike anything previously mapped in that region, sitting at approximately 2,000 feet below the surface, positioned at the center of the Bermuda Triangle. The composition did not match the surrounding ocean floor. The magnetic signature was stronger than anything ever recorded in open ocean anywhere on this planet. And the part that no one can explain, the structure appears to have formed relatively recently, not millions of years ago, thousands. Which means it could have formed during recorded human history, during a time when people were already sailing these waters. Think about what that means. Sailors crossing near Bermuda in the 1600s and 1700s and 1800s would have encountered these magnetic disruptions with zero understanding of what was happening to them. Their compasses spinning, their instruments failing, their ships sailing in circles until they ran out of food and water. And because no one survived to report back, because the ocean swallowed them completely, we have almost no record of the early disappearances, just legends, ghost ships, sea monster stories passed down through generations of sailors who did not have the science to name what was killing them. The Bermuda Triangle is not a modern mystery, it is an ancient one, and the secret it just gave up does not close the case, it opens a deeper one. Here is what we now know: the ocean floor beneath the Bermuda Triangle is geologically unique on this planet. It is magnetized in a way that cannot be fully explained. It appears to have changed within human history, and we have no idea what else is down there. The ships are still missing, the planes are still gone. The 309 crew members of the USS Cyclops were never found. Flight 19's 5 bombers have never been definitively located. A 542-foot, 19,000-ton steel ship does not just dissolve, metal does not vanish. So yes, plus maybe the volcanic magnetic field explains why they got lost, but it does not explain where they went, it does not explain the silence, and that silence is the real secret. The ocean covers 70% of this planet's surface. We have explored less than 25% of the ocean floor, which means right now, as you are watching this, there are things in the deep water that no human eye has ever seen, things that may explain every ship and every plane and every person who disappeared. Or maybe the Bermuda Triangle will keep its secrets for another 100 years, just like it always has. Because whatever is down there, whatever the earth buried beneath those waves, it has never once given anything back. Drop your theory in the comments right now. I read every single one, and if you want the next mystery, because I have one coming that makes the Bermuda Triangle look simple, subscribe. I will see you in the next one.